I'm Ari.
I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Christy.
And we're from the New Mexico Junior College, and we're here to teach you about alcohol and drug use.
Okay, so substance abuse has a major impact on individuals, families, and communities. The effects of substance abuse contributes to social, physical, mental, and public health problems. The overall goal is to reduce substance abuse to protect health, safety, and quality of life for all. So some of the Healthy People 2020 goals are to reduce drug-induced deaths, to reduce the proportion of persons engaging in binge drinking of alcoholic beverages, and to reduce the number of deaths attributable to alcohol, and to reduce past month use of illicit substances, and also to decrease the rate of alcohol-impaired driving, which is above 0.08 blood alcohol content.
Okay, so some statistics. By the age 18, about 58.0% of teens have had at least one drink. In 2018, 7.1 million young people ages 18 to 20 reported that they drank alcohol beyond just a few sips in the past month. Ages 18 to 20 drink 11% of all alcohol consumed in the United States. So although young, they drink less often than the adults. When they do, they tend to binge drink. And more than half of young men, 7.1 million, exceeded the recommended daily limit, compared with 2/5 of the young women, which is 5.3 million. Another thing about alcohol is it causes the many injuries. Drinking alcohol can cause kids to have accidents and get hurt. So in 2011 alone, about 188 million people under the age of 21, they visited the emergency due to an alcohol-based accident. And also with the alcohol, it impairs the judgment. So drinking alcohol can lead to poor decisions, engaging in risky decisions such as unprotected sex, motor vehicle accidents, and stuff like that.
It's also said that over 28 million Americans have used illicit drugs at least once in their lifetime. It also says that 2.4 million Americans have also used heroin during their lifetime. That's a lot when you think about how many people there is and who uses. It says that 2 million Americans have used cocaine on a monthly basis. That's about 567,000 have used crack cocaine. It's a lot.
Okay, so some coping strategies to keep you from using would be having, your friends and family help you succeed in staying sober. You can attend meetings. One of the most common ones is like the 12-step programs, the AA meetings. So like the Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. It helps you kind of pinpoint your triggers, and you can kind of see what to stay away from and what can help you stay sober. A lot of people do exercise because it takes your mind off the triggers and the stressors. So they do like meditation, yoga, and any other hobbies that you think distracts you from having the urge to use. And then you got to just keep reminding yourself about the negative consequences that comes with the abuse. And then you also want to like kind of self-talk yourself and just let give yourself some positive vibes, like you can do it, you can stay strong, you don't have to use.
So some health consequences that come with substance abuse is psoriasis and hepatitis. They're both diseases of the liver. It's basically damage caused by chronic alcoholism or drug use. The top right side is a picture of a normal liver and a liver that has cirrhosis. We also know that using drugs or being a part of that, you're increasing your risk to be susceptible to HIV and AIDS later in life, because most people use the same needles to share. There are a lot of resources out there that actually give clean needles to people who are fighting addiction, to stop the spread of HIV and AIDS. We also know that with using illegal substances and drinking irresponsibly can cause death. And then another thing is delirium tremens, which is a medical emergency. It occurs 3 to 5 days after alcohol use, and it lasts around 2 to 3 days. You'll have vomiting, nausea. You'll have hallucinations, visual disturbances. You'll be confused, disoriented, basically not aware of anything. So you're basically not yourself, and pretty much your body just goes into shutdown because your central nervous system doesn't know what to do. There are a lot of resources in Lee County for people who are fighting addiction. There is Palmer Drug Abuse Program, the Guidance Center of Lee County. The Guidance Center also has several other miniature buildings or miniature programs around Lee County, throughout Hobbs and Lovington, to actually help with different kinds of health issues and treatments. They also provide housing for people if they need housing, especially when going through a substance abuse program. We also have the Community Drug Coalition of Lee County, and basically they are kind of like DARE in a sense, but it deals with children to older adults, and it just basically raises awareness. They also have programs to help with substance abuse. We have the Humphreys House in Hobbs as well, and then the SAMHSA National Helpline. It's basically if you're in a bad position and you need help right then, you can call this number or visit their website, and they will give you resources. They'll talk to you. They'll even stay on the phone with you as long as you want them to. They're just basically there to help you better yourself as an individual, and so you can fight this disease that's going on. This is our brochure. We just put it in here to show everybody what it is. And these are some infographics we found. It basically, the one about the drugs, the effects that drugs have on the brain. We know that hallucinogens are normally found in some plants and mushrooms. They can cause physical dependence on specific drugs. And we also see marijuana, which is also a plant. A lot of people don't understand that this is a drug that can cause physical dependency or psychological dependency. And basically, it causes the same things as normal stimulants or drugs would cause, with irritability, restlessness, insomnia. It decreases your CNS, tremors. And then we have stimulants like opioids and different kind of medications, and alcohol. The effects that alcohol have on your body can range from heart disease to some minor confusion. It basically just depends on how much you intake and how your body, how your body handles it.
And they're forever. It's permanent.
Pretty much. A lot of people don't understand the effects that drugs and alcohol have on their body, and it's our job to teach them, to give them resources, to help them fight something that's bigger than them at the moment in their lives. We just know that if you take chances on trying to fix something, it'll help you in the long run.
Mm-hmm. So, often when someone goes to like the doctor or like a clinic or whatever, they ask you various questions, and if they feel like you've been drinking too much or been using too much, they might do something called a CAGE assessment. So they'll just ask you like if you ever felt like you needed to cut down on your drinking or your drug use, like personally, and then they ask you like if people that are around you they get annoyed and then they criticize like your drinking or your drug use, or they'll ask you like if you've ever felt bad or guilty about your drinking or drug use, and then they'll also ask you like if you do it first thing in the morning, like to get rid of those nerves or like get rid of a hangover that you had from the night before.
And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later, y'all.